Hello everybody, I'm the Hammer Game Channel. Welcome back to HOI4 A to Z Kaiserredux Edition, where today we are playing as the Emirate of Cyrenaica, if I pronounced that correctly. Basically, we're one part of what is Libya, and today we're obviously going to reunite Libya in its entirety and see what we can do from there. Just before we do get into the video, I just want to apologise for the kind of lack of videos recently, but basically, long story short, I am now back at my original setup after being away for a wee while and only releasing a few videos in my time elsewhere. But yeah, back at my main setup. As my community post maybe like 3 days ago said, videos are going to be back more often, more frequently. We're going to have the 3 per week. Well, at least 3 per week. Some weeks, depending on when things get back to the full norm, when I'm fully back to work and stuff, that's going to be impacted possibly once again. But for the time being, we're going to have Mondays are going to be Kaiserredux A to Z videos. Wednesdays is going to be something random, and I do then want to return for Fridays for the Cursed and Based series, which has not had an upload for quite a while now, and I think we played as Jesus last. So yeah, we're going to hopefully get back fully into the swing of things, and I'm going to try and get out some regular content for you all. So let's go ahead and hop in to today's episode. So here we are, the wonderful world of Kaiserredux once again, and of course we are in North Africa today. So yeah, we have a little bit of work to do. As you can see from our current situation, we have the port city of Benghazi to take from the Ottomans, as well as the entirety of Tripoli and Fezzan, which we will hopefully do when the war in the desert kicks off at the tail end of 1938. We are currently ruled by Zbars bin Ahmed as Sharif, if I pronounced that correctly. We are, of course, an Ottoman Emirate, so we are going to be revolting against the Empire as soon as we're able to. We have 3 national spirits, the Homo-Senussi Order, which is a fantastic little national spirit. We have Ottoman naval dominance, which, to be honest, I don't really care that much about right now. The minus 20 political power gain's not great, but the plus 10 factory output is, and we don't have any dockyards that are really... Well, I'm not going to be building any dockyards, really. So, that minus 50% for dockyards and naval bases doesn't matter. And we do have Senussi volunteers, which has given us a weekly manpower of 200 and cavalry attack and defense of plus 8. So that's pretty damn good. And in fact, we can actually go ahead and modify this even more. In terms of focus tree, it's only a little focus tree today. We've got the kind of army part here, which kind of goes into the industry tree as well, which we have here. So they kind of connect down the middle for, you know, the military production. We then have the 2 routes we can go, where we can have the return of Idris, or we can have the revolution occur, which the Senussi princes get ousted, which is what we're going to be doing today, as we want to do this focus here, unite Libya, which will see us become free from the Empire. And once we have Libya unified, we are able to choose one of these 2 options, and then I guess go from there. So I don't really know what we're fully going to get up to today. I just know we're going to have the unification of Libya occur. So we really don't actually start in a great position. We have 0 factories and dockyards. We only have a very small amount of manpower, and we have 1 whole research slot. So we're not in a great position, but we'll try and work on that ever so slightly to become somewhat of a more modernized power in the world. We also do actually have a couple of unique like decision sections. We have the Masters of the Trans-Saharan Trade, which I think is actually helping us get a small quantity of guns from caravans, which is very, very good. I think the French are going to try and block us a little bit from doing our trading. We also have the struggle against imperialism, which we can basically level up areas. So the Ottoman economic recession is currently ongoing as a result of the market crash in the German Empire, and some ripples of the crisis have finally reached our borders. Thankfully though, it's only causing us to lose some stability. It's not actually giving us any national spirits or whatsoever in regards to our economy, mainly because we don't actually have one, because we're still on 0, 0 and 0 for factories. Ah, okay, so it does appear that the French are going to be a little bit annoying for us as they attack our caravans. That is not ideal. So we've currently got some trouble brewing between 2 of the largest tribes within our nation, the Abrasa and the Awagir, if I pronounced them correctly. They've basically found themselves at odds over a matter of land distribution. The Awagir, the larger tribe, has had a recent increase in population due to some fortunate harvests, and they've started pushing into Abrasa territory to feed their extra mouths. However, this has angered the Brasa, who have sent a call to arms to their fighters as a show of force and to deter further aggression. And shots have already been fired between the two sides. No casualties, however, so we have a chance here to intervene to stop this. I think we assist the Brasa. It is their land. It is going to cause us a loss. I might actually go against them here. I don't want to lose 2,000 manpower. I don't actually have any manpower, to be fair. Do you know what? Let's take the +5 stability. So a great summit of the tribes is about to begin. Our leader has decided to call all of the tribes both inside our domain and in the western Egyptian desert, mainly due to the recent increase of issues that have been occurring, and he is wanting to gather the tribes to reaffirm the bonds of friendship and support. They have assembled in Yagabud, I've definitely pronounced it wrong, and the gathering went ahead with little issues, and all representatives were able to return to their homes content with the solutions hashed out. So it has been very good, but somehow we're still losing stability. Okay. Our current leader has just been incapacitated whilst leading the charge against forces loyal to the French state in northern Chad. He suffered a blow to the head after his horse was shot from under him. It's currently unclear whether this will have lasting effects on his health, aggravated due to the complete lack of medical personnel in our state. This has emboldened the Idrisi loyalists to call for a vote amongst the Senussi princes concerning the return of legitimate heir from his exile in Egypt. Okay. This is an interesting time indeed for us. So he is no longer going to be our leader, and he stops being a field marshal. We weren't using him anyways. Excuse me, France? Why have you just taken Fazan? And I think that might actually just block me off. Yep, I'm literally going to have to invade the French now. That's absolutely shocking news. So Idris has just spoken at the Third Arab Congress, where he is trying to gain foreign support for his claim on our nation by swaying the opinion of the gathered Arab notables and politicians. And there's also Prince of the Senussi family there, who is likely attending to discuss a way for Idris to retake the throne in his homeland. So I have a funny feeling we're going to have a couple of decisions very, very soon that we'll need to make to see who actually takes control of our nation. Well, I hadn't even noticed we were in isolation as our economy law, but thankfully we're going to be getting off it now and returning to a civilian economy. So Egypt has been scheming in Benghazi and has been buying support of various tribal leaders and uncertain Senussi princes in an attempt to restore Idris to the throne. However, Umar al-Mukhtar has remained steadfast in his support for the incapacitated Az-Zubars, so Egypt is going to have to try to deal with him by means of taking his life through poison. So we've got a choice here. We could have that the plot succeeds, which is basically going to put Idris on the throne, or we could have al-Mukhtar escapes death, which we're going to go for the second option. So close associates of al-Mukhtar have just uncovered the plot to have him assassinated by means of poison, which has greatly outraged him and has deeply offended him due to the coward approach that they've taken, to try and poison him. It's very cowardly. He has openly attacked the princes as a result for their scheming and despicable actions, and it's unclear if he's going to enact any revenge on them. However, the princes could find themselves under severe fire very, very soon. So a civil war is kicking off. Outraged by the assassination attempt of al-Mukhtar, the tribal alliance that composes the Senussi state has fallen apart, with former allies drawing swords to right wrongs. Al-Mukhtar himself hasn't called for any punitive actions and has even openly called those acting in his name to stand down and prevent further bloodshed amongst brothers, but the dice have been rolled and there seems to be no immediate end to the fighting. So it's going to be interesting to see how this will end, but right now we do have a demilitarized zone and we will have minus stability. I noticed that Ireland was at war with the Third International, and they have been for quite some time, so I decided to have a little look up at the casualties, and as you can see, this is what I found. The Third Internationale has lost a combined total of 195,000 men. The Union of Britain losing 124,000 and the Commune of France losing 70,000. Ireland has only lost 17,000. So they are having a very, very good defence of their home isles right now, and I really do hope they continue to do so. So the Senussi princes have just been defeated, and the intertribal conflict caused by the assassination attempt of Umar al-Mukhtar has finally ended. And to solve the question of leadership, the council has decided to span itself and proclaim Umar al-Mukhtar as the official regent of the Emir. So yeah, al-Mukhtar becomes the leader of the Nat Pop party, the Nat Pops take over, and we complete to focus the revolution. Well, the war in the desert is here, and we must prepare ourselves for war. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do, just not on the side of the Ottoman Empire. Oh, the crossroads of destiny. We could go ahead... Oh, and just complete the focus tonight. Libya. The Ottoman Empire has exceeded its expiration date. We could go ahead and stand with the Caliphate, or... yeah, we just remain neutral. Yeah, I'm gonna take the first option, but I'm just gonna wait a second and actually get my army back in position. And we have joined the Cairo Axis as a result. That division's gonna be in our territory, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Benghazi's already fallen. Well, Tripoli is under siege, and it has fallen. Oh no, not just yet. It's about to fall. Yep, there we go. So a couple of Ottoman divisions are about to die. And there we go. Should have actually pointed out that our cavalry is currently gaining plus 18 attack and defense from this national spirit, as well as gaining, wherever it is, 20 attack and defense from the horsemen in the Barbary coast. So they're gaining a whopping 38 to attack and defense right now, and will be for the foreseeable future. Sorry, the Socialist Soviet Republic of Abkhazia. Hazai? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but they're up here. I've never seen you before. Oh dear. The Ottomans are not having a great time there. I'm going to move my divisions so that they are all moving closer and closer to Constantinople. That is the end goal here. We managed to take Ankara. Yeah, we've actually taken and are now holding Ankara. It would appear that we're kind of just having a little bit of a field day here. Egypt, I think I need you to reinforce. I might actually have to pull these divisions back. Can we just pull back ever so slightly? Please. It's a little bit dangerous where we're going right now. So the fall of Misrata. The war is over. The centre of the Turkish community in Tripolitania and the de facto capital of the region since the end of the Weltkrieg. The fall of Misrata proved to be the final nail in the coffin of the Portes representatives in Libya. The expulsion of Ottoman forces has, however, opened serious questions into the future of our state, as the three regions of Libya, Tripolitania, Fezzan and Cyrenaica, if I pronounced that correctly, differ greatly in the views on the future of the nation. So we've got three choices we could do. Together we shall make Libya strong, grant Tripolitania independence, and then grant them independence and we play as them. I'm going to go ahead and take the top option. It's going to lose its stability, which we don't actually have, but we're going to make Libya strong together. I think we're going to go ahead and go down the unitary state of Libya route. Just feel like it's more beneficial for us to go down this one. And mainly because I can't actually go ahead and do that focus at all, which will prevent me from actually finishing the tree, because I don't have Fezzan, which obviously we are going to have to butt heads with the French, even though we can't actually go ahead and get the war goal on them, because we don't have Fezzan. It's going to go build a dockyard now. I suppose we should probably get rid of the Ottoman naval dominance at some point as well, but for the time being, let us proceed down here. The other good thing is we are actually still a part of the Cairo Axis, so we do have allies who managed to take the Suez without any issues with Germany. Well, that's good. So they should hopefully be able to help me in the coming war against the Entente, because it's going to be coming. Because I need to get Fezzan. Oh, we have a development. The Sultanate of Somalia has joined the Cairo Axis, which means that the Cairo Axis is now at war with the Abyssinian Empire. So I am going to go ahead and send my troops to the north here to push down to secure Asmara and the port that is there. So we've had a slight change of plan. I've actually moved my troops to go ahead and help Somalia push forward because the supply is absolutely abysmal up here where we're actually sitting, and I don't really want to cause any more issues for the Egyptian army, who are clearly facing the brunt of the Abyssinian Empire's troops. The Second Weltkrieg is also underway, just to make everyone aware of that, and Ireland has held on and has joined the Reichspakt as a result, so they actually might see the war through. Okay, absolutely everything is kicking off now. The Russians have intervened in the Second Weltkrieg, as well as the Entente. So, yeah, France is not looking so great. So we're going to hopefully take the opportunity once the Abyssinian Empire is dead to go ahead and strike the French. Looks like the Abyssinian Empire might be losing their capital. Atsababa is potentially falling here. I'm going to divert some of my troops just to pin them in. Yeah, there goes Atsababa, and there goes the Abyssinian Empire. Wonderful. We're now strapping support artillery to our cavalry. That is going to help them out. We are actually able to go ahead and declare war on the French. I'm hoping the Egyptians will assist us in this matter. Well, I believe the time is here. It's time for us to push into the French. We are going to have to basically make as quick as a push forward as humanly possible to try and deal as big as a blow to the French as we can. Okay, we've had a good push forward here. I don't know how supply, that's resources, supply's looking. We have actually managed to take a supply hub. A couple of supply hubs. I'm hoping that we'll at least be able to take the port as well. I'll be honest with you, don't really know what the Entente forces are doing. They are absolutely bottling this campaign. Okay, it does look like this port is going to be falling. Get pushing in there. Yes, yes, that's a good little encirclement of the Entente troops. We are for the most part holding this front over here, but it does look like they're starting to maybe make some gains, pushing back on us. Well, the Entente doing their usual annoying thing, and that's naval invasions. Moving in to retake that port before any significant landing force can arrive. Oh my days, the Empire of Japan coming through and sending us almost 4,500 Arasakas. Well, the Entente naval invades again, and it's going as well as it did the first time. They're dying. Trying so hard to build a couple of supply hubs along the front with the help of reorganize the railway system decision which I've taken, which obviously gives us a 300% bonus. I'm just trying to somewhat push forward ever so slightly. The French have got, or the Entente have got a massive stack of troops that have managed to breach through the Sahara. I think that says, yeah, we've actually finished our focus tree as well. So I guess we'll go with construction engineering to further help with the building of supply hubs. Well, we did manage to get that second hub built. So we're going to go ahead and attack with all our divisions into this tile, and hopefully by doing that we can burst through and maybe encircle Algiers. Looks like they've just stacked even more troops into that. It's happened. They're in, and Portugal's falling. Portugal's falling very, very quickly. How has Germany ended up at war with the Entente? Oh well, do you know what? That's helping me out against the Entente, so I'm not going to complain. In fact, their front's looking already significantly weaker because they're moving troops to try and sort out the multiple fronts that have just opened. What the hell? Okay, the French are in serious danger here of actually losing. Okay, Iran has been successfully cut off here, and hopefully will be successfully secured any moment now. Okay, well that's good. This is just getting really messy now, isn't it? There's some mopping up to do in Africa, but for the looks of things, that's pretty much them dealt with. Well, random pocket of 3 divisions of the French. I think that's them completely kicked out of Africa. The Entente's slowly but surely losing down here. I'm just going to go ahead and ask the Germans for military access so I can come and join the fun. Well, another random pocket of French divisions landed back in here in Senegal. They have been defeated again. Okay, the Entente's pretty much all of Africa. We're actually not at war with the CAF, so can't really help deal with them. Pacific States is close to winning, which probably means we'll end up at war with them. Right guys, I know this is probably a little bit of a different place to kind of end this today, but I'm going to end this video here. We've done what I wanted to do. We have united Libya, and we did get Fezzan back from the French. They've just not pieced out for some reason. They should have. They should have. I was about to invade the Third International, but I'm just not going to be able to do anything with the army I've got, really. I don't have a navy, so I can't do my usual naval invasions. I'm not going to be able to get to Canada, and I'm pretty sure the PSA is going to join the Entente, which is going to make it near impossible to take over North America. And yeah, just from what we're able to do, I think we've done what we needed to do today. So I'm going to leave that episode there. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall be back with another episode of this series next Monday. This is hopefully out on a Wednesday. It'll be Monday coming that the next episode will be out. So yeah, I'll catch you all then for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Sure, bye. Then now.